Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jordy if you don't know me. And I was having a really bad morning and I decided that instead of doing what I wanted to do, which was nothing, I would get on here and do a look and film. It honestly made me feel so much better just to be distracted and doing makeup. If the beginning of this video sounds whiny, cranky, I apologize, but I'm not very good at hiding how I feel, nor do I think I should really have to. This look is inspired by a post from Pidgin Doll on Instagram this morning. I am so inspired by his work. Every time I see one of his dolls, I want to put the doll's makeup on my face, and today I just decided to do exactly that. Just in case you guys ask, this is thrifted. These are from Lux and Love Creations, a small local shop, and my SEPTUM jewelry is from Tether Jewelry. Filming this video was a great distraction for me, and if you are looking for a distraction, then I've got you covered. I was holding my cat like a little baby, and then Luke started the coffee machine and he freaked out and scratched my throat. I'm just using some ColourPop lippy balm because it is the time of the year when my lips are so dry that they crack and bleed. Gotta try and keep them moist. My skin is also so dry. Since my skin is so dry, I'm gonna use the Beauty Care Naturals Flawless Face Primer. This is ultra hydrating. And it also does make your face look kind of flawless. It's magic. I've got like a little bruise. You can't see it, but I can feel it. Me and my oldest kid were having like a pillow stuffy fight, and he threw an elephant at me, not realizing it had glass eyes, like big glass eyes, and I got a glass eye straight to the forehead. It just makes your skin feel like silk, like so soft. I love to put it on my hands, and then my hands feel really smooth. I really want to use a sponge to apply my makeup. Do I go wet my sponge? It's really far away. I'm gonna do it. Go me! I did it. I'm pretty proud, to be honest. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Beauty Care Naturals Second Skin Color Match Foundation, and I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. This foundation is so good for when you want coverage, but you don't want a heavy coverage. It looks like skin. It's comfortable and lightweight, and it is quite buildable. It has an interesting smell. I can never decide whether I like it or not. It has kind of a sweet smell. The skin on my chin is so dry. It's like actually flaking off. I love a bit of a lighter foundation because after you go in with concealer and then powder, like it all can get really heavy if you've also used a really heavy full coverage foundation. Also really light and comfortable, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealers. I'm gonna do a little bit of Fair 05W and then medium 83C. This one's a really nice match to my actual skin tone. I'm just adding that lighter one so we can do a little bit of a highlight. I've really been trying not to put a lot of concealer directly under my eye because no matter what I do, I cannot stop it from creasing. Every powder, every concealer, it just always creases. I think it might actually have something to do with my eye cream, but like I love my eye cream so much. I've been using the Kopari, what's it called? Something Stars Eye Balm, and it stays hydrating all day. I feel like my eyes are less puffy. My dark circles seem to have improved. Like I love it. So I've got to make sacrifices. I'm going to use a little bit of the medium for a little bit of spot concealing. And then in with that really light shade, ew. Just add a few little highlights. I've just been so over heavy face makeup. I want my skin to look nice, but I want it to look like my skin, and I don't want to have like greasy, crack, heavy makeup by the end of the day. I just want to be able to wear it all day without worrying about what it looks like, which definitely means less is more. I'm gonna add a little bit of that medium right to the corner of my eyes. It's looking a little dark right there. I also find too, like full coverage, heavy makeup looks great on camera, but in person without the lights, without being on camera. I don't know, for me, it doesn't usually look that great, especially after wearing it for a while. So I'm just really trying to finesse less. And I think a good way to do that is really just to go in with a little bit of product and just build it up if you feel like you need a little bit more, instead of going in with tons and tons of makeup, because you can't really take it away once it's already on. I love having like a bright, flawless under eye, but if it's gonna be like creased and look gross in an hour, what's the point? Next I'm gonna use the Fenty cream bronzer in Butta Biscuit. Jaw, keeping this really diffused and blended. I'm gonna go in and do sort of a more sculpted contour with powder once our face is set. I wanna cover the scratch on my throat, but it's fresh. Got a bruised forehead, a scratched throat. I'm a mess. Add a little bit of that to the top of my forehead, which always looks that actually hurts really bad. My forehead always looks unblended because my forehead is so dented and lumpy. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of this across the nose. We are gonna contour with powder. I feel like that always looks so cute. Looks like I've had some sunshine, which is in fact a lie. And then for powder, using the Milk Set and Blur translucent. I still haven't cut the net out of this. I have been meaning to. Next one I will. This is almost gone. And using my beauty sponge. This is a sponge from Dirty 30s. They're my favorite. This would be a good gift. Shop small. Making sure nothing is creased and then really pushing the powder in. And it does add like a little bit of coverage and brightening. I haven't been really baking, just using a lot of powder and pushing it in until it disappears into my skin. I know a lot of it is probably disappearing into my sponge, but it seems to work. It looks good. I powdered my lips by accident. Every time I bounce over or brush over that spot on my forehead, it hurts so much. I'm so glad there's no like big gnarly bruise though. Mostly because my son would have felt so bad. He'd probably look at me and cry. He's 10 now. And he is so protective over me and so sensitive. It's beautiful. Ooh. Now I'm gonna do just a little more sculpting with the Melt Contour Powder in light medium. Hold on. I honestly can't stand when my lips look like this. Yes, I'm using my sweater. Oh, my lips look awful. My sweater like half exfoliated them. And now they're just like skin hanging off of them. Just keep exfoliating. Actually, I think I have a lip exfoliator. This is a Milk Makeup Kush Lip Scrub. I've never used this before. Ooh, it's gritty. It feels lovely. Hold up. I'm gonna scrub it off and do round 2. Oh, it keeps getting grittier the farther I get into it. It feels so good. This is so satisfying. Another good gift. I'm actually gonna leave that on my lips for a sec. And then I'll probably use my sweater to wipe it off. Back to makeup. I'm using a fluffy duo fiber. Just don't want anything to be too, what's the word I'm looking for? Uniform? I don't want anything to be too sharp. I'll do my nose a little bit more sculpted than the rest. But I'm still gonna try to keep it fairly light. This contour powder from Melt is just like my favorite color and formula of a contour powder that I've ever had. So perfect. I've been trying so hard to make my makeup look good in person instead of on film, and no one's gonna see it. Dip back into my powder. I will just do a little bit of baking on my nose. I love nose contouring. I think the thing I miss most about freelance makeup is contouring people's noses and doing their eyebrows. Like, I hardly had any product under my eyes, and yet I have crispy, crunchy product all up in my eye wrinkle. Not as much as usual. It's so annoying. And I never used to do this. She's getting old. I'm 31. Not that old, but also not that young. Dust off that powder. I can see little pieces of skin on my lips, and it is really hard for me right now not to just end the video here and peel my lips off. Let's not do that. Let's move on. To highlight, I'm using the Beauty Care Naturals Dewy Pearl Cream Highlight. Just patting it into my skin. It's like such a I woke up like this kind of glow. Favorite part. I'm working with cream. If you already have other makeup on underneath, you always want to use tapping, not wiping, because then you're going to end up disturbing your makeup underneath. The back of my hand looks so pretty now. I love when I'm done with that product, just like wiping it all over my hands and then I have shiny palms. What next? Now I'm gonna do my brows using the Beauty Care Naturals Brow Gel and Cream to Clear, and then using a spoolie to brush it through. I'm gonna try a different brow shape today, and I think it's gonna be really bold. I want to do a really straight brow, so I'm gonna draw it like straight from the lowest part of my brow and all the way under and across. That's not really my natural brow shape at all. And then we will extend slightly. I used to do my brows like this, like probably 10-ish years ago. And then I'll just fill in all the little holes. Also gonna bring up the arch a little bit and do a little chunky tail. She's bold. It's definitely a bold brow, but we're also doing a dramatic eye. I like bold brows. I know it's not everyone's taste. Just brushing through the product. I like these brows. I think they might stick around for a while. All right, let's start on this very fun eye. This is our inspiration from Pigeon Doll. So cute. Instead of going right in with liner, I'm gonna first map it out with a little bit of eyeshadow, which is just gonna make our life a lot easier. Way easier to fix if we don't like the shape. I always try to use my eyebrows as a guide to make them even. But one of my eyebrows is naturally just a little bit higher, so it never looks like they're the same distance from my eyebrows. They definitely don't have to be perfect. It's gonna look okay either way, as long as they're not like completely different. So before I go in and do the liquid liner, I'm gonna do the eyeshadow. That way we're not gonna get eyeshadow on the liner. I'm gonna use these two sugarpill shadows kind of mixed together to make a light blue. So first, just using that blue alone, gently dusting away any fallout as we go. And then I'll just go over it with some white. Sometimes I just can't quite find the right color in my eyeshadow palettes. You gotta work with what you got. And then just making sure that they're even, so there's not like some blue spots and some white spots. And there's someone here. I'm back. My brother just showed up so that I could re-pierce his ears for him. They're pierced, but they were a little bit grown over, and I'm not squeamish really at all. So I just popped them right through. Next, I'm gonna take my jumbo pencil from NYX in the shade Milk, and that's gonna go in the waterline. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit farther, and then I'll kind of blend that out with a small brush so it's not so chunky. And then I'll take some of that white eyeshadow, kind of set that in place, and just do a little bit of blue. It burns my eyes. I probably would have worn my eye makeup like this in about 2003, 2004, with just like some liner and mascara. Cute. I'm gonna use the One Size Point Made liner, and we're gonna attempt to get this liner decent. I don't think I've actually used this liner yet. It looks nice. It's really black. It's really matte. That's pretty cute. I really don't want to do the other side. I find this side so much more difficult with the way that I have to hold my arm. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And now I'm gonna line the lid. I'm not gonna do it quite as thick as the pigeon doll. I just never liked the way that looks on me. We will make it nice and thick on the outer corner. I think I really like this liquid liner. Have you guys tried it? And then it has a little wing in the inner corner. Definitely see how the liner wears, but I love how matte and black it is. Now for the difficult eye. That did not go terribly at all. We gotta do the bottom. I think we could do this one without sketching it out. I did it so much thicker, but it just like disappears into my eye folds. I'm gonna take a small break and have a drink of water before I do the other one. Okay, we're doing all right so far. I don't know how I managed to pull this off because I'm such a shaky person at all times. This would probably be easier with a brush and like a pot of eyeliner. What's that called? Cream eyeliner? Gel eyeliner. I never use gel eyeliner, so I just never think to use gel eyeliner. Not perfect, but not bad. I've got two glitters here. I've got a mismack glitter in the shade Blue Lagoon, and then I have a chunky glitter from Niclove. I'm gonna mix them and make like a little glitter concoction. I actually cannot remember the last time I used glitter. I've also got some of this NYX glitter primer on my palette, and I'm just taking it on a flat brush and kind of just patting it on top and then pressing the glitter on top. Whoa, I wanted to do the liner before the glitter because sometimes it's hard to put liner over top of chunky glitter. That was a lot. And then we'll dust away as much glitter as possible. It likes to stick. I know you can use tape. It's a good trick. But I think you'd have to do your eye makeup before your face makeup. And then also putting that glitter primer down here and carefully pressing the glitter on the lower part too. I thought this would feel really uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. It literally looks like I have sequins on my eyes. Now I'm going to put on the little lashes. There's kind of a mix between long ones and short ones. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara. This is the Beauty Care Naturals Lengthening Mascara. I don't care what my lashes look like. I just want them to not be blonde so they blend in with the falsies. These are Anxious Angel lashes from Likely Makeup. These are totally like a doll eye lash, so it makes sense that I chose these. They just have such like a big eye-opening curl. I also have this piece of a broken lash from Likely Makeup. Like the style is called Broken. It's not broken. I'm gonna put it on the outer corner and stack it for some extra drama. Look at that. I would love for the pigeon doll artist just to paint my face. Like I would let him paint my face just with acrylic paint or whatever paint he uses on his dolls. It's cute on its own, but I just love that little extra flair. I really do feel so much better than I did like an hour ago. It's so hard to remember in the moment when you feel really down that doing things makes you feel better because you don't feel like doing anything. Now my other favorite part, blush. I'm gonna use Sunstone, of course, from Fairy Blush. Her blush is very much kind of draped on the upper cheekbone. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit of bronzer. This is Golden Gal from BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna drape it over and across my nose. I know that the product I need is on my desk somewhere, but I've made such a mess I can't find it. It was buried. This is my new favorite freckle product. This is called Freckle Stain and it's from Salty Face. And it was created by a girl that I know. She's very sweet and local. It's a Canadian made product and it works so great. The brush is nice and firm, so you have a lot of control. And it's not orange. We're gonna do pretty dramatic freckles today, just like the cute little doll. With this product too, if you put the freckles on and then dab them out really quickly, you get a really nice light natural freckle But if you want one or two that are maybe a little bit darker, you can put it on and then do some freckles and let it kind of dry down. And then when you go to tap it out, it leaves it a little bit darker. Some darker freckles. I'm just gonna leave them to sit for a minute. I think too, this product would work on a lot of skin tones because you can really vary the tone of the freckle. Go to tap them out and they stay nice and dark. It actually dries. So if you had darker skin, just leave them on for a second longer and it's perfect. Her lips are like a light peachy powder pink. I'm gonna try Menta Rosa Matte Liquid Lipstick by Hank and Henry. They smell so good. It's not quite light enough. It's pretty close though, and it's super soft. There's like barely any lip line at all. It's the way I like it. I'm gonna brush some translucent powder on top. There, that's closer to the photo. And then I'm gonna put a tiny bit of highlight on the bottom lip and on the Cupid's bow. And use the Milk Hydro Grip and Set Refresh spray. And then her hair is swept across her forehead. Maybe I'll do this way. I don't know if my hair will even do it. I guess if I clip it, it might. I think I need some wool. And I guess my hat will hold it in place as well. I always wear a center part. This is gonna be so weird for me. It's kind of tucked behind the ear. I'm so bad at hair. Fun fact. I hate when I can feel hair on my face. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. The doll has a matching beret and sweater, and they're both houndstooth. I wish I had that outfit. She's also wearing some dangly earrings. I've got like a little beige like beanie beret, and it kind of matches my sweater, so we're just gonna be like the beige version of the outfit. It is so noisy here. I'm gonna say that with the outfit and earrings and everything, this is pretty cute. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and giving me this space where I can do therapeutic makeup and be distracted. I hope that this is a distraction for you if you've got something going on, and I will see you in the next video.